Orgoda, if you can facilitate, anybody has any question or no, that will be great because of my screen is shared already. So if in a chat window is, if anybody has any question, please read out so that I can answer. And before moving to SAP Ariba suite. Okay.
I have a question, if I may ask.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
so, like any other products, right? Like what I understand is SAP is also moving towards the cloud, right? And with that, a few things change, right, within the software and the way it is being used. So how is it typically? Is it easy? Is it not easy? With SAP, for the consultants to upskill or to learn cloud from the scratch.
Okay, thanks. Very valid question and pertinent question in this time frame. Uh, Now, SAP has two model. One thing is core model, which is SAP on-premise, where we actually look the old-fashioned. We have our infrastructure. Company has their own infrastructure where we are putting all those SAP related software. And another is a cloud version. Cloud version actually takes care by the SAP itself. So from those angles, who and cloud offering is a vanilla offering. So it is a plug and play. Your uptime is high. All innovation is quarterly. So all those market innovation you are getting with a small TCO, total cost of ownership. Your monitoring and your infrastructure cost is very low. But one hindrance is from consultant point of view. Suppose you company point of view, if you want those vanilla product, it is very much easy to upskill. And if you try to use those things with the feature, and user experience is also up to the art of excellence. Now if you want to do many more changes and try to do many more complexities in the system, the thing is, as it is a cloud product, SAP will reluctant to do that, because your particular company complexity is making heavy in the cloud product. So SAP will reluctant on the over there. And the other thing is, all those cloud product who are consultant having a two landscape is quality and production. So all your data related things and everything testing has been done in the quality server. So you can understand and mapping your process over there, and then you will move those changes to production. So there is no development given by SAP standard, depending. Now, if you ask, my experience is, if you ask to SAP, yes, I have a very complex scenario, I need to have a development, then that is a special request to SAP, and SAP generally reluctant to provide the development server for any SAP related cloud product. Now that is the company side. So all cloud advantage is all innovation, all your TCO, total cost of ownership, is low. You will get with low TCO with all those innovation which is in the market happening. So that is the advantage. But disadvantage is, you will very restrict for your kind of industry and your kind of complexities. SAP is not going to entertain those particular complexities for particular industry in the cloud kind of product. So if you work in the cloud product, SAP recommends you should have a SAP certification on their product. That then they will allow you to put all those things in the, because if you are not knowing what SAP offer, what SAP thinks, SAP generally have a reluctant to give access for those changes. That is a pressure from consultant side. They can and go for the certification also. Does it answer your question, or uh,
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you
Okay,
so much. Let's
thanks.
discuss.
Okay, so let me get into the Ariba suite. Now, Ariba is a product which is SAP offering for the procurement and supply chain. Now, why SAP is come with this new product, product of Ariba? There are a couple of pressure from the market side. In 2017, SAP run a survey along with the IDC, which we know that all what are the complexities and what are the coming forward demand from the market from the procurement side. Now, procurement, if you see the chief procurement officer, which is currently many big organizations are having, which is moving to chief value officer. Why it is like this? SAP, all those questions, all those answer has been segregated in four different dimensions. If you look into that, the procurement is much more in today's life. It is much more in the KPI base and operation and tactical task. So if we look into the any company procurement, human manpower, two kind of manpower are there. One is those who are doing day-to-day operational job, and another manpower is those who are doing strategical buyers, strategical sellers. They try to do global contract and they try to negotiate the contract, and they take the value saving for that, and they utilize that value within the organization. Now, that is their actually rightly they are doing right now. So in the advent of automation digital business, now their operational job will day to day is much more less, and industry demand your effort and everything should go in the strategic area. So you will get your operation job should be automated, so that and only exceptional handling should be there. So you can focus on those exceptional cases. But what is if your procurement strategy or if it align with the your procurement strategy and your procurement policy, there should not be any intervention with the human. So day by day your operation related activity is coming down. That is one part. Second part is industry is asking for more value rather than doing the same repetitive ask. So it is value driven kind of things, and in procurement, the more negotiation and the more value you can take out from the supplier, you are a value driven organization. Before that, I just would like to mention that in any organization, you have some raw material input and you have some output, finished good output in any industries. Okay. Now, if you segregate your procurement in two level, one is indirect procurement, one is direct procurement. And what we categorize as a indirect procurement is, suppose you are asking for stationaries, your pen, rubber, or your table, chair, all these things. So run your show, you must to have procure all those things. So which is not in integrate your business line. So those are called indirect procurement. And direct procurement is that you it is totally integrated with your business model. So if you make a you if you are in automobile industry, you are making a car, so your mirror, your clutches, your seat, all these things are coming under the direct procurement. So you need to have a supplier, and that is a ongoing process. It is not the once in a time you put a purchase order and you getting your goods delivered. So it is ongoing, and your relationship maintained with the vendor is very strategic. and very powerful. If you have a different shift in your industry, you also imply those changes in your vendor things. So the second thing is supply collaboration. So if you run those things in the current scenario, because and we understand that the changing industry is very fast changing. So currently customer is asking a different thing. Industry need to provide those product portfolio, and they also collaborate with the supplier to bring those things come. So these are the challenges right now in the front of any organization. To handle these challenges currently, currently no what I call is as tools is providing those things. So SAP come out with this Ariba product portfolio which can handle this four kind of demand in the market. So these are total product portfolio which is showing over here. I totally acknowledge there are different functionalities depicted over here, which I just next screen I just try to give a one example so that we can understand. So to understand this total product portfolio which is showing in the card picture, we try to impose three different character designer persona to understand those things. So in the middle we have a Alex, which is a office employee, and right hand side which is a Sylvie, which is a payable, whose KRA or KPI is to make the operational job, and checking the invoice, doing the payment correctly, receipt, all those things. And in the left hand side we have a Steve, which is a sourcing manager, and Steve's KPI is to analyze, plan, discover new supplier collaboration, qualification, if what are the qualities need to maintain from the supplier, what are the risks from this procurement, what is the RFI, all these things, contract, global contract. So Steve KPI is different. Alex is office employee, he wants to buy something, and Sylvie's KPI is totally different. So this is mainly things we can look. Now Sylvie, if we right hand side, Sylvie has a different activities day in day out, and Steve has different activities in day out. So if you look into the left hand side, which is a car feature, on the Steve part, Steve is generally doing analyze, plan, discover, qualification, qualify race, RFI or RFQ, and create a global contract with the supplier. But Sylvie side, she is much more focused on the status, what is PO raise, what is status, when supplier will give the delivery, when it will get invoice, matching of the invoice, what is PO issued and what is PO, and the payment of the correct. So the cash flow can be handled everything. And Alex is just wanting to buy something which is showing in the middle. So Alex is going and put a request, and if that is under the procurement strategy and procurement policy of the company, it is got approved by the Alex manager, and put the purchase requisition for that. So this is the whole plethora of a procurement department. Now moving ahead in the upper layer, means my previous slide, you will see the same thing. It will start with the analyze, plan, discover, register, qualify, RF. So this is whole activity in the organization. But different person have different KPI, and different person has the different focus area for this procurement. Now, now to handle this, SAP has their own product, which is a Ariba, which is totally transformed their product procurement system. Now, if we look into the Ariba suite, we'll have a different sub-module. You can find it in there. So one is supplier management, one is strategic sourcing, supply chain, procurement, and financial supply chain. Now, each sub-module which have a different activities. If you look into the left-hand side, we'll find the supplier management have supplier lifecycle performance, Ariba supplier risk management. All this comes under the supplier management, which is in our persona point of view. Steve is handling those things. And strategic sourcing. So currently market is global. My supplier is also global. My supplier is providing, who is providing the value against those dollar value which I spent as a company. So all the strategic sourcing is come under the Ariba sourcing, Ariba contract management, Ariba spend analysis, all these things. If we go in the right hand side, which is a procurement and supply chain, which we can find that this is the part where actually S4 HANA material management or procurement overlap with the Ariba part. Now, here I just wanted to mention that SAP S4 HANA procurement and invoice is a complementary of SAP Ariba. There is no clash between that. I'll come later on my slide that which part we should do the Ariba and which part is more recommended to do S4 HANA. So any plant related activity which is my direct procurement, which is my part, is coming in the right hand side, which is the S4 HANA related activity, and all my strategic, my buying guided by my strategic sourcing, everything should be done by Ariba Suite. Now, with this, we have another network kind of things, which is it is a showing Ariba network. Now, what is Ariba network? SAP is strategically very much putting. Suppose I am just giving you a B2C kind of scenario where actually we go to the Amazon. Amazon has tie-up with the main vendor, and it is a product catalog showing over there. We buy over there. Now the same platform, which is the B2B sector. So Ariba network also tie up with different vendor globally. Every company has their some product which can be show to the other company. Okay, no, those everything product catalog is showing in the Ariba network. What is the advantage of using Ariba network? So that it is, you will go to Ariba network, whatever you purchase, you will see the product catalog over there, and you will just put your purchase order, which is integrated with your SAP Ariba. So the party which is my vendor, he is also using the Ariba network. They will get the purchase order in this network itself. So it is kind of platform. You can think the Amazon and Flipkart kind of network or platform is SAP is trying to duplicate in the Ariba network. But it is a B2B. Please make a note over here, or I am a little bit cautious about that. It is not a B2C platform. So the product range and generally what happened in B2B, we just can't go and buy any product, because you need to also incorporate your company procurement policy as well as approval process in your Ariba network. So generally, in what happened in Flipkart or Amazon, if you go and buy anything, put any product in your cart and pay yourself. But here, your paymaster is not you. Here, paymaster is company. So there a approval process in line with that. Your company procurement policy will integrate it with the network, and you can go over there and put your PO. So I just try to show a different sub-module, what are the activities happening in this slide. And if you look into the right hand side, all those Ariba procurement, Ariba's financial supply chain invoice management, which is integrated with the very much tightly integrated with the S4 HANA. And in the left hand side, you will get all those new features which is not under the S4 HANA, which is totally Ariba related things. Your contract management, your strategic sourcing, your spend analysis, your RFP, RFI, all those things, e-auction, everything you can map in the Ariba suite. So if you look into the so these are the L3 process we call as different activities in your procurement. So supplier management has a different many steps within the supplier management. Sourcing is many stage in this app. So if you look into those things, you have in supplier management, you have onboarding. You need to onboard a supplier. You need to qualify, approve those supplier. Those information should be make available in the system. Supplier master need to be created. Supplier sales service will be there. Supplier risk assessment will be there. All those are sub-module steps we has been depicted in this slide. So if you look into this slide and this slide, you can understand what are the activities and what are the happen in your procurement. So all activity related to your procurement department has been mapped with this Ariba process. Okay. So in this chart, just try to show what are the positive and negative things in different things. So in the left hand side, SAP Ariba, which is a cloud-based product, SAP S4 HANA, which is a cloud or on-premises, and we also have a new dimension product. I already said in the 1990s, SAP come up with the supplier relationship management, which is showing in the so SAP SRM have some limitation in current days because SAP is not putting any investment in the upgradation of SRM product. Okay, and if you look into the SRM UI, user experience or user interface, which is not up to the mark with the demand in the market. So your all the user interface, user experience has been come into the Fiori launch part. So SAP SRM is not supporting all those things. And the totally right hand side is SAP MM, which is the ECC MM. So we have a procurement, we have a vendor master, we have invoice, everything is there, but SAP is not putting any investment in upgrading the ECC. So all those any new innovation comes into the SAP Ariba and SAP S4 HANA for their core, which is showing in the left hand side. Okay. So this is showing what are the things is happening in the SAP Ariba part and what is happening in the S4 HANA. Now I already mentioned that SAP come with the SAP Ariba and SAP S4 HANA, which is a tightly coupled the user experience and everything, and it is a complementary each other. It is not that you have SAP S4 HANA and product offering and SAP Ariba product offering is clashing each other. It is not, because SAP is cautiously putting some activity in S4 HANA, which is core component, and some additional features or advanced feature in the SAP Ariba component. So it is a tightly coupled with the Ariba and S4 HANA. So if you look into the SAP, just I am taking one example, which is Ariba supplier management, supply sales service, supplier profile, supplier information management, supplier risk, all is happening in the Ariba part, which is showing in the upper hand. And in the down, if you see that SAP S4 HANA, which is a vendor master maintenance and account data, all these are maintained in the SAP core HANA. So individual all those submodule in the SAP Ariba offering has been coupled with SAP S4 HANA. So it is a complementary to each other, and those information seamlessly flow between the Ariba and S4 HANA. So no integration. SAP already take care of this integration PIPO, or I'll come those integration later part. And on top of that, we have a Ariba network, which is a supply side. And after that, SAP Ariba, which is a cloud product. And if you look into the S4 HANA, which is the core part. So if I look into those things, this is a total picture of the layer. Ariba network is, which is a totally upper layer. It is integrated with the vendor and supplier, and all those product catalog are integrated with the Ariba network. And showing Ariba, which is a cloud product, and in bottom of that, which is showing the S4 HANA. Okay, this this things is a continuation of my earlier slide, which is as a tightly coupled. Here actually I wanted to show which part is happening in the S4 HANA and which part is happening in the Ariba. So yellow portion is depicted by the Ariba activity, and blue portion which is showing the core component of S4. So this is a continuation slide, and we can if you go through those slides, you can understand that which the action part of S4 and which the messages over here is S4 HANA or Ariba is complementary to each other. Some portion is SAP Ariba is much more solid. SAP Ariba can offer you much more, and S4 HANA is your plant and ERP, which is your direct procurement engaged with your vendor integration. Those part is considered in S4 HANA. So, okay. Now in your procurement transformation journey, you have a different objective. Here, SAP is recommending if your total focus area is only to transform the procurement, then go for the recommendation is go for SAP Ariba procurement solution and SAP network. So SAP is not recommending you to move to S4 HANA. So if you totally focus on your transformation of your procurement and your procurement functionality, then go for SAP Ariba. Don't go for S4 HANA. And if your objective is to change your digital landscape, your landscape to digital and your IT transformation also, then Ariba and S4 HANA is a tightly coupled, and go for that. Now if you look into your digital transformation as well as your procurement, both the things you wanted to change, and you wanted to based in class, based in architecture point of view, everything is best. Then you go for your S4 HANA Ariba procurement solution as well as Ariba network. So the right hand side is if you wanted to change your total procurement, you wanted to transform your procurement system as well as your landscape, IT landscape, then you can go for this three suite. But if you have a different objective, then you go for only Ariba version as well as SAP S4. Yeah. So this is just a depiction of how a company is facing the buyer side as well as supply side. If you look into the right hand side, you will find that your supplier is somebody is selling means somebody is buying. Okay. Now in the buyer to spend categories, this portion is your company. So your company is trying to buy something, then it will start with source, then procure. First you need to find what need to be buy, whom need to be buy, what will the vendor, all those things. Then you procure and then you settle the invoice. And if you look into the supplier, which is your vendor, they also wanted to sell something. So the market, which is tightly integrated with Ariba network, so and then they will fulfill and then they will settle. Settle is common for both. Means supplier will send you the invoice and you will, as a buyer, you will settle the invoice. And in between there is a Ariba network which can be leveraged out from the buyer side as well as supplier side. What is the advantage of Ariba network is you can find the both product portfolio in this Ariba network. Is kind of, you can think of Amazon platform for B2B sector, where you can find all those things, all those product catalog with all your aligned with your company procurement strategy. So all your approval process, strategy, all are incorporated with the Ariba network. Now, once you find those things, these are the common things. And if you look into the what are the spend category for an organization, I already shared that you have a direct and you also have an indirect procurement. Okay, so for your direct procurement, it is suggested for SAP S/4HANA coupled with Ariba, and for your indirect procurement and MRO is also suggested by the SAP Ariba. Now there are another couple of line item which is showing contingent labor, which I already discussed, that is staff augmentation. So third party is providing you a service, a staff, which can be example of your IT department or your facility department, which is hired a service from a third party vendor. So those are handled by SAP US, and your travel and time travel management, booking a travel, booking a hotel, everything is handled by the Concur. So these are the different spend categories, and also in Ariba suite, you will also have a spend categories analyzations. Your what is your spend categories, and which area you need to control your spend, which area you need to take the value out from your supplier. Those are analysis also provided by the SAP. Now, all these are the functional activities from SAP side, Ariba side, sorry, SAP Ariba side. Now I'll move to how it is integrated with your Ariba suite. So SAP is coming with a SAP Ariba Cloud Integration Gateway, which is actually your cloud platform integration. You can see we have heard the CPI, Cloud Platform Integration, which for Ariba it is nomenclated as a Ariba Cloud Integration Gateway, which actually is integrating your S4 in your left hand side, S4 HANA and ERP. You can have in your landscape not only S4 HANA, you can have your Oracle, ERP. We have generally seen in a large organization not only one SAP landscape is there. You can have a different ERP for different countries also. So you can integrate those things. You can create your central procurement area, and your right hand side will have all your suppliers. So you can have a small supplier, you can have a large supplier, global supplier. So those small supplier, those local supplier is providing your X2 file, which is your text file, your in fact these are the technical terms which actually can be integrated with your S4 HANA, or can be integrated with your Ariba landscape. So your Microsoft Dynamics, everything means you can in your organization you can need to handle a different kind of vendor, which is a local vendor, global vendor. So different vendor provide different way of working and different way of invoice. So somebody is sending you the doc invoice, somebody is sending you PDF invoice, somebody is sending EDI invoice. So you need to handle everything. And this integration, if you have a matured system enough, This is tightly coupled with your S4HANA and Ariba, and if it is in within your company policy and within your things, this can be automated, totally automated. So your organization can focus for your strategic partner, your additional buying, value addition of your company, because every dollar value you are saving from your supplier is earning for your organization, and more and more days company is looking for those kind of things. So in the takeaway of this slide is Ariba Cloud Integration Gateway is a special product from the Cloud in Platform Integration (CPI), and it can handle your external files with your internal S4 or ERP or Ariba suite, and tightly integrated can be integration can happen. Okay, this these are the uh, different activities by phase. So Ariba also go by SAP Activate methodologies. So any Ariba project or Ariba engagement generally takes the 6 month, 7 month timeline, and it have the same methodologies for implementation. It has a prepare phase, it has a explore phase, it has a realization phase, and deploy phase. Please mind over here, it is a cloud product. So, so you have little or less chance to do many more customization over here. So all your vanilla product has been taken, so the timeline is can be crunch. I can also see that 3 month Ariba implementation, and for a large organization you can expect a 6 month Ariba implementation, and depending upon the year. So your indirect purchase, which is integrated with your Ariba suite, can very quick, and you can find the value realization out of it from your very quickly. But the major challenge, major part is integrating with S4 HANA, because those things you need to integrate with your core component, which is S4 HANA, and which is aligned with your and vendor management kind of things. So it is only a general timeline. It depends on the project scope and activities in there. Okay, here I would like to hand it over to one of my fellow, which is showing the also the learning advantage. Before moving to those things, I would like to pause over here again to for your any kind of questions, so that I can answer those things before moving to the advantage and the methodology also the learning provides. Sorry, I am taking much time. It is already 8 o'clock. So if you have any question, please go for it. We'll move forward with Arindam station afterwards.
Right. So if participant doesn't have any question now, so I can quickly describe the advantages which OSIGO learning provides for all students we have. Right. So first of all students who enrolls with us, we do a proper career counseling for them. So we do not suggest them a course which doesn't suit that person, or he or she will not be able to make benefit out of this training. So, for example, if you have a background in sales, uh, we'll suggest you for sales and distribution based on your experience. Uh, if you are a fresher, you do not have much experience on sales, we'll probably not encourage you to go for a SD training, because in an industry you will require some sort of industry exposure on that particular domain before you can start working on SAP. Right. So all our students who try to enroll with us, who wishes to enroll with us, we do a proper career counseling and guide them the proper module which will help them to make a good career in SAP. Secondly, our training methodology, what we use is a hands-on training. we do consultant level training. A lot of institutes might be doing end user training, but we do a end to end consultant level training with a hands on practice sessions with a server, which wherein you can practice whatever you have learned in your class over the weekdays after your class is over. All our faculty members are industry veterans, and they have more than 10 plus years of experience in their own domain. So quality of training, you need not to worry at all, because all our trainers are from industry, from different MNC companies, and they have vast experience in their own domain. And most importantly, we have different knowledge groups for each of these modules, and wherever you have a doubt, you can post in that WhatsApp group, and you will get a response from various industry members, or your fellow learners, or your past batch students who have already faced that issues. So there is a networking opportunity here. You can connect with others, and your queries will be answered in a quick time. Next is our training materials. Our training materials, we follow all SAP standard training materials. Whatever training materials will supply you or will provide you, that will be from SAP Authentic Books. So whatever materials SAP uses for their own training, we are going to follow the same materials. So you will be given the SAP materials which are costly at market if you try to buy of your own, but we're going to provide you all that materials free of cost. And once you complete your training, the important part, what we do here is uh, we do a project with you. You need to do a project wherein students from different modules, from sales and distribution, finance, from ABAP, from PPQM, everybody will do a project together. Everyone will configure their own functional areas. They'll create the gaps, and the developers will write programs to fill these gaps, so that you know end to end that what happens in the actual project in the industry. This is very critical part after completing your actual training on the topic wherever you have enrolled. This is the most critical part, that you need to do a project. Without doing a project, you will not have much clue on how actual projects are delivered. So we'll show you the process of a full implementation cycle, and also will guide you on the support projects, how support projects are handled in industry. So once you are gone through this project implementation process, you will be confident enough to face the interviews. After these project sessions, we'll look into your CV. Wherever modifications required, we'll modify that, and you can publish that in various job sites. We'll also share your CVs to all our clients whenever we get a requirement in your particular module. Also, you'll be given sessions with a different faculty for your mock interview. Before you go for actual interviews, we'll do couple of mock interviews with you, so that we understand how far you have learned and how far you are ready to face the interviews in the industry. So this will help us to understand if there is any gap in learning, and we'll give some backup classes to fill those gaps, so that there is no area where you have not touched, or in some areas you are weak, so that we can fill those with some of the backup sessions. Now, once all this interview preparation session is over, we have a dedicated placement cell, and we work with various companies who are our clients. We are their staffing partners, and we'll share your profiles with them. And whenever we get a suitable requirement, you will be given the opportunity to face interview with those companies. Now, clearing interview is entirely depends on you. We'll give you 100% support, but you will have to give us 200%. The entire whatever guidance our faculties will give you, or our Oswego team members will give you, you need to obey by that, right? You need to give enough time in the system, so that you are thorough with the concepts. and you are completely hands on. This is very important. Whenever we are doing a project, you need to do it very sincerely. Whenever we are doing the mock interview sessions, you need to take it very seriously, as if this is the final interview. So preparation will give you a lot of interview preparation questions as well. You need to mark them up, right? So preparation depends on you. So nobody in the world will be able to get you a job if you are not prepared yourself. Yeah, that's very critical. And once you are through on all these processes, we are 100% sure it will not be a problem for you to get a good job, right? So that's all from my side, whatever Oswego Learning provides. So also, after this training, if you want to do a certification from SAP, there's an additional cost. You need to register with SAP, and you can do a certification. This SAP has given you option of doing 6 certifications in a year, and the cost is around 42 or 43,000. But depends on you if you want to do a certification. We'll completely help you to crack the certification with all the certification materials and all. And also, SAP has an open SAP platform which is free of cost. There are a lot of training materials, training videos available in open SAP platform. Once you enroll, you can explore it yourselves now also, or once you enroll, we'll also show you how to take courses in open SAP. That's all from my side, and this is how Oswego Learning helps the students to get a suitable job in the industry. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to ask us, or you can also write us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I just wanted to add one thing over here. For any training, if you go for the project, that will be very critical for understanding you for the total suite. Because if we can understand that you can be expert in your own area, but in any ERP domain, it is not only your module depend on your module. You need to integrate a different module. Suppose in SD you have to tightly couple with the NM section as well as FI section. If you are a PP section, you will tightly couple with the controlling part and and production planning part with the material plan. So it is not only in your area or your module is not enough. So end of this course, you should have a rightly exposure for a project, which is very critical part in for your learning portion, your understanding portion, as well as your project section. So that is a very much focus in your whole journey. That is my take on this. And in we take it very seriously for the project part, because until unless you will get those exposure, those things, you will not able to understand the total picture, how it is integrating with others. If I am not doing the correct configuration, if I am not doing the correct job from my side, it will impact the other things also. So so which is a very critical in your learning path itself. So that is my point, and take serious on those things, those points. Yeah. So if you have any question, feel free to write us or ask us. Uh, and for any new product, new SAP product portfolio, we are happy to help you with the server access. That's all.
Okay, I don't think there is any question as of now. So thanks everyone for joining the training today. Thanks Avijit for your wonderful presentation. So let us close the call for today. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll stop recording so that we can upload those things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.